Hello friends and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John and this is Timberborn. We are on day 3. We are picking up pretty much exactly from where we left off last episode. We've just demolished the rim of this large reservoir, so we have a fairly decent area hydrated around the edge of that, honestly. That's better than I was expecting. So that's nice. Now, the next step is to get rid of this little nodule of land here, which we will do with the judicious application of explosives, like so. There we go. That should be all of them. Yep, that looks like all of them. Okay. We have some explosives in storage right by this area here, and this is where we're going to be building our final monument, the Earth Recultivator, because if we pop it up here, then it should, in theory, reach all of this housing down here. And we'll also reach part of the edge of the reservoir up there. And it will also reach our little bit of housing down here. So all of our beavers will be covered by it. That's the plan, at least. Yeah, so we're going to drop this area down here. We'll probably manage to get a little bit of... Oh, do you know what? If we drop it down another level... We need to get rid of the storage here. But we get a bit more... We'd still be one level higher than this side, but we would get a bit more hydration. Ooh, it's tempting. Very tempting. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see once this is demolished whether I want to go on and do that as well. We should have plenty of explosives, although they've pretty much rinsed that already. But it doesn't matter. We're not, again, in any real hurry. So there is that. Now, as to what else we're going to be doing, I don't really know. Someone mentioned in the comments, are we going to be basically greening the rest of this map? And I don't really think we... I mean, we could. We could. It would be complicated. Very complicated. And would need a lot of planning and possibly a lot of rebuilding what we've already got. And honestly, I don't think I'd want to do that. Really. What I might do, and this is a big might at the moment, is I might put in some mechanical pumps and rearrange the land around here so we do get a bit of hydration around here. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'll have a think. Let me know in the comments if you can think of a good way to do it, because I mean, so much of this is just one tile thick. I mean, this whole section here, yeah, is basically the walls beneath are considerably thinner. Yeah. So we don't actually have a lot of room to dig down. We'd have to build up, and that would take a lot of dirt. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm very much split on that. Okay, so we're on day 3. This reservoir is still filling, but it should still fill if I open up the sluice at the bottom. Just slowly. And then we'll get a bit more power out of here. How are we doing for power? Yeah, not great. It is filling up. So that's good. How are you doing? You're producing a tiny amount of power each. Alright, I think we do need more windmills. See, that's a use I could have for somewhere like this. Is building up a big area around here and putting in a bank of windmills. Honestly, I feel like that's a better use of the space than greening it. At least this space here. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. Right, to start with then, we will bring a path out this way. And I think... yeah, we'll come in from unlocking the terrain block here. And we will build up... yeah, I reckon to about there. So let me lay this in. Okay, there's the morning, and we've got everything laid in, I think, how I want it. So if we bring all this up, yeah. We have a bunch of dirt bringing all this land up to this height. And then we've got intermittent strips of power couplings buried into the ground. And then we're going to lay in the windmills on top of that. I will just bring these paths down to make sure we can actually reach everything. We've got a couple of trees that we need to demolish once we get there. But that should be fine. Yeah. I think this should work fine. We'll connect up along here. As you see, I've got some dynamite set in to go here. And then we can sort of... yeah, let's... we'll bring it out a little bit further than that, I think. We'll put in the power there, drop it down where the path is, rather than get too close to the edge of the... not that it'll matter. It'll just sort of spread the contamination a little bit further that way. Again, not that it matters. But yeah, anyway, we'll leave it like that. So, yeah. That should work. I mean, it's going to take a long time to do. It's going to take a lot of dirt. We have 300 in storage. Although, honestly, there's no reason why we shouldn't put some more dirt storage up here, is there? Close to the extractor. Okay, how are we doing over here? We're nearly done. All right. Well, I'll spin on until this is finished then. Yeah, that really didn't take very long at all. Okay, let's get these set off now, shall we? Perfect. Okay, right. We can get rid of them. And we can get rid of them. Now, that's currently empty. All right. Let's demolish that. Let's set that to supply for the moment. I think I am going to bring this down another level, you know. So let's empty that for the moment. That's probably the best bet. And then we'll just get some more paths all the way across just to make sure we can reach every bit of it. Okay, and then if we want to demolish this, we're probably going to be waiting a long time because all this is going to go in. Yeah. Let's put that on a higher priority, shall we? And get that done first. Right. I'll spin on for a little while, see how quickly we get on with this building project. I might lay in the explosives on the other side on a higher priority, depending on how long it looks like this is going to take. Day 10. We've paused a little bit in our laying in of the dirt here because we'd run very low of it. So I've given them a chance to build that back up again by, over here, starting to lay in these explosives on this side. So we're going to bring all of this section down to sort of one tile higher than this. We could bring it down again, but we'd have to move the zipline station. I mean, it'd be easy enough to do, obviously. I don't know if I really want to do that at the moment, though. I mean, it would give us a bit more hydration up here. But we'll have a look once we bring it down this one level. see if that's enough. We don't need those stairs on there, so we can get rid of those. Don't need them coming out this far either, so we can get rid of those. There we go. Yeah, so we currently have 7 unemployed beavers, 5 children, no bed spaces, 8 injured beavers. I have put an additional 2 workers in the dirt excavator to speed up our collection of dirt there. So yeah, we're doing all right. It's just going to be a case of taking our time over things. We've still got 151 explosives in storage, which isn't going to be anywhere near enough to fill all of that in. So I'm assuming they're going to sort of spread their time between the two once they run out of readily available explosives. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, day 11 has just arrived and we've got ourselves a bad tide warning. That was earlier than I was expecting and it took me rather by surprise. But still, we're going to get a bad tide and it's going to be in the next few days. Shouldn't be a problem. We've got all of our sluices set up to cope with bad water, so we should be all right. In theory. Oh, that reminds me. Have I set these ones over here to auto? I don't know that I have. Where are we? Over here. Where are you? You're there. Are you set to auto? You are not set to auto. There you go. You are now set to auto. And what about your mates down the bottom? Come on. You are also not set. There we go. That should be all right. Obviously, we'll come back and check that once the bad tide arrives, but that should be okay. Yeah. So that's going to be an early one. It might be quite a long bad tide then, considering it's going to be arriving on what? Day 14, day 15? Yeah. We'll have to keep an eye on that just in case. But yeah, we should be all right. I mean, we do have plenty of food and water. There will be plenty of water stored up in this lagoon, if nowhere else. So we shouldn't have any problems. Our injury rate has skyrocketed at the moment because we are making a lot of explosives. We're making a lot of dirt. We're extracting a lot of dirt. Yeah, so our industry has geared up a little bit with the projects that we're working on. So our injury rate has raised as well, but we should be all right. We're looking to sort of ease that off as we progress. In terms of our explosives, you know, they're going in. That's the best can be said at the moment. They are actually going in. Just taking their time. Probably not going to be done by the start of the bad tide. I think that's unlikely. But we'll see. We'll see. We probably won't, because we probably won't have enough explosives to do it, but we'll see how far they get. Okay, there we are. Bad tide has started. It's going to be 8 days, which might be the longest bad tide we've faced so far. Might be. Let's have a look, see how things are going. All right, let's pause. We already have bad water surging up through the centre there. You have automatically closed. That's good. You, however, haven't automatically opened because the bad water hasn't come down through here. Okay. Yeah. And you're not going to get any bad water down here, are you? Because of the way this tunnel works. Alright, well, we'll just automatically open that one, I suppose. There we go. And that can drain everything out of that little section there. That's fine. Oh, well, never mind. We've got some flooded buildings. They're likely down here somewhere, maybe? Oh, over here. Oh, you're still overflowing through here. All right, well, tell you what. Let's dump some more into our aquatic farming area, shall we? It can probably take it. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, up here we've done all right with our explosives. We're maybe 2/3 of the way through, but we, you know, have rinsed our stocks of explosives there. You are still very much flowing through here, aren't you? I just want to double check that. Yeah, our sluices are working fine here. That's okay then. That's all right. Have I shut down? I think I closed down the sluices in here. Yes, I did. All right. So yeah, any remaining water will come through this overflow, and that will be it. So let's close that back up there. Yeah, we've got a bit too much water in this area here now. So we can let a little bit out into this section. And that should be fine. That should level out okay. Right, up here, yeah, we haven't made a lot of progress. Mainly been working on the explosives, but now that they're in short supply, we've got a few more beavers coming across to deal with all of this. All of these are now connected up to the main grid already. As you can see, we've connected it up off the back of the excavator here. We may have a few more flooded buildings than we'd like. Yeah, alright. Let's let a little bit out of here. And a little bit out of here. There we go. That should ease up a little bit. And it should flow right the way through. And we should be able to close that up as well. Yeah, probably. Probably fine. Probably fine. We will be fine. Once this water sorts itself out. It's okay. It's all right. We just let a little bit too much through. They're beavers. They like the water. It's fine. I'll deal with it and then I'll come back. Alright then, day 15, 7 days left of the bad tide. Everything's sorted out. We have no more flooded buildings. The only problem we've got now is the fairly high injury rate, but that is to be expected. That's not something that's really going to cause us a major problem at the moment. It is going to be affecting our well-being a little bit, but not a huge amount. So we're okay, I think. We're probably okay. There's the start of day 18, so we've got 4 days left of the bad tide, so we're about halfway through. We're about halfway through laying in this dirt as well. I have brought it back one set of tiles, so we're not coming up to this edge as far anymore. Largely because, as far as I can work out, that space is just enough to get a bunch of windmills on neatly. Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah. In terms of power, we're doing absolutely fine. We are virtually full. We are losing a little bit. We're not quite producing enough. I assume we've got no wind. Very little wind. Yeah. Makes sense. Our explosives are getting close to done. So it shouldn't actually be too much longer before they're finished. Although dirt and explosives are in short supply currently. But that's fine. Everything else is going okay. 10,000 food, 10,000 water. Not worried at all about that. In fact, pretty much all of our other resources are fine. Books seem to be increasing again, which is nice. We've lost a little bit of pine resin. I'll go and check that our tapper's shack is collecting pine resin. I assume it is. We are slowly building up a small supply of treated planks, but we are using those in our mine currently. I mean, we shouldn't be using them for much longer because we are pretty much full of scrap metal, and rapidly approaching full on metal blocks as well. So that's nice. That's positive. Yeah, everything seems to be building up pretty well. I guess I'll spin on till the end of the bad tide. That's the end of the bad tide. Okay, we did absolutely fine, obviously. No problems anywhere. I'm going to leave this for most of the day before I close up the sluices at the bottom of this channel. That should give the bad water a chance to kind of mostly be washed away. Everything else is going all right. We didn't lose too much water anywhere, really. We lost this little section here, but that's about it. Everything down here is absolutely fine. We didn't need to use any additional water from this section here. Yeah, we did absolutely fine. I'm going to open up these sluices here, and I'll drop this back to 1.75 should be all right. Yeah, we might get a bit of flooding there, but it's fine. And we'll set these down as well. These need to go down to about 1.6, as do these. We'll put that, yeah, 1.6 there as well. This can go down to about 0.7. That should be alright. That should allow the flow reasonably well through there. Okay. Over here, we're doing alright. Slow going, but we are very short on the old dirt, as you can see. But that is slowly making progress across there. Our explosives are in, so we'll set those off momentarily. Yeah, everything's going alright. I think. I haven't noticed any problems, at least. Should be fine, obviously. Yeah. Everything seems to be going well everywhere, so we'll get over here and we'll get these explosives set off, if I can get them all reasonably in frame. That's probably about as good as we're going to get there. There we go. That's opened all that up pretty well. Now, we should have enough space down here, he says. Easily enough space down here to get the monument in. Lovely stuff. Right, we'll want to get rid of these wooden steps. Now. Oops, no, I did want that open. We want gears, we want treated planks, and we want metal blocks. So... Nope, that's the wrong one. Yeah, alright. So, where was I? They only store 180, they store 1,000. There we go. No, we don't want steps in. That's not what I wanted to select. Come on, John. Path, please. There we are. And we'll bring it straight down. Oh, good lord, really? Straight down like that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Okay. Now, I feel like we should probably... get all of this covered in dirt or filled in with dirt. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because this is our relief tunnel right here. Maybe we'll see what happens when that's actually running. So for the meantime, let's close up that sluice. Let this fill up and see that running through there. See how that affects hydration in this area. And over here we can see the clean water is running through here, so we might as well close these up and let that fresh water fill up this little section. And then we will make sure, yeah, that's still set to open. That should be fine. Good stuff. Right, I'll spin on for the next few days then. Day 5, we've got our storage in. We've got treated planks, metal blocks and gears all being stored up here now. Obviously, it's going to take a while to fill them, but we are obtaining from other warehouses, so we should fill up reasonably quickly, in theory. We don't have enough treated planks to fill up our 1,000 storage places over here, but that's fine. Metal blocks, we almost do. Gears, we should be able to store all of our gears over here. But they're not coming over here at the moment. I have just built, and I'm trying to remember where. Ah, yes. I've just built another hauling post over here. We don't quite have enough beavers to fill it. We've got 7 children and 2 bed spaces because over here I'm in the process of adding in another lodge. There we go. So we've got some more bed spaces there as well. We've now got 11 bed spaces. So we're going to be able to expand our population a little bit more. Once we get all of this stuff sorted out over here for our new monument. In fact, what I might do... Ooh, let's have a look. I could get a farmer monument in down here. In fact, if I pop it in there, that's not going to be in the way of anything, and it will cover all of those houses. So let's get that in there first. 200 logs will be all right. Brazier of bonding we can squeeze in down this side. I'll leave it away from this edge in case we want to bring the zipline across this way. I don't know what we're going to do with this one just yet. So we'll leave it for now, but we'll get those in. Yeah, they're not even remotely near our Fountain of Joy, but that's okay. We can deal with that. We might put another one in, who knows? But at the moment, I'm just interested in getting our storage for these resources that we'll need for our next monument at least started. And then figure out what we're going to do with this trench. I feel like maybe blocking it up here, as you can see there is a drop down there. But if we put a blockage across there, we could then block this off with dirt here. And cover all of this section. And demolish this bit here. Or replace it with a suspension bridge or overhang or something like that. And let the water flow into this section and under here. Then we get all of this would be hydrated. And we'd have a bit more space to work with. Seems like the best plan. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Obviously, at the moment, we don't have the dirt. We're still trying to get all of this done. So let's spin on. A few more days, maybe a week or so, and we'll see how we do with this whole section here. Oh, I have set all of the mud pits. Where are we? To be prioritised. So they will always have mud, even if we don't have any in storage. So we don't need to worry about that affecting our overall well-being at all. Day 10. No sign of the drought or bad tide warning just yet, so we're all right. We've got maybe 4 more sections to complete on this, so it's slowed down a lot. We've managed maybe 1 since the end of the bad tide, maybe 2. Yeah, we're not doing great on this. It's because we just don't have the dirt available. I keep thinking about putting another dirt excavator in, but at the moment, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that it's worth it, really. Maybe it is. I don't know. Not that I've really got anywhere that's in a good position to take an excavator at the moment. I suppose we could bring it down here, couldn't we? And just drill into this section here. It's close to power. Don't know. Maybe. Maybe. We're also starting to put in some windmills along this front edge here. Just to get those in and starting to produce a little bit of power. Not that we're desperate for power at the moment. We could always use a little bit more, but obviously, as you can see, our gravity batteries are okay. Not fully charged, not massively discharged. It's all right. That's pretty much the key word for the game at the moment. It's all right. We're not doing great. We're not doing terribly. Some things we're fine for. Food and water, yeah. Absolutely brilliant for all of that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Some of our resources, yeah, could do with a little bit of a nudge. So maybe it's worth getting in another dirt excavator. I could bring power from this end, couldn't I? And just, you know, just stick it on the edge there. But that would, no, that would come down right over there, wouldn't it? That's no good. But I could put it there. And bring power from that windmill. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright. So there's steps up into it. We will... Might as well dynamite up to it. Let's get some priorities on this. Alright, that should speed things up. And then, obviously, once that's done, we'll lay in vertical power shafts in that groove and connect it up at the other end here to the excavator. Alright, that shouldn't take long. Let's spin on until that's done. Okay, there we go. Finally managed it at the evening of day 11, but it's going to be drawing dirt out of this section as well. So that's good. So that'll double our income of dirt, which will hopefully help with all of this. Yeah. Alright. That's good. Over here, our collection of resources slowed down a little bit because treated planks, metal blocks and gears are also, coincidentally, exactly what's needed to build a dirt excavator. Yeah. But it's alright. We're not in any hurry. We want to get this area sort of set up first. And I do think it's probably a good idea to get some dirt laid in here. Especially in this area. This sort of chasm area here. Rather than just sort of filling it in, I think opening up this end of the reservoir, but blocking it off here and letting it flow back along, at least up to sort of this area. Oops, thank you, autosave. At least up to this area, probably not a terrible idea. As I say, it would give us a little bit of extra hydration, and it would give us sort of this this ground here that we can build on. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise, let me know what you think about sort of end game type stuff. I was kind of operating on the assumption that putting in this last monument was going to be our end game, but I mean, there's probably more that we could do if we really wanted to. I mean, we could... I was thinking maybe shut this... Where are we? Get rid of that. Shut this bad water source off. Get rid of this bad water somehow. And maybe shut this section off so the water no longer flows off the edge here and into this section, but instead flows back this way and starts filling this up. So we'd have a second freshwater reservoir, which could then, I mean, we'd block up probably this tunnel here. Maybe. Maybe not. I mean, we could block all of this off, couldn't we? And just allow it to trickle out this way and very slowly fill this section. We'd need to cut it off here as well, though, wouldn't we? Yeah, maybe. That's a lot of work. There we go, it's daylight. We can see what we're doing again now. Yeah, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely don't know. Give me some ideas for, you know, endgame stuff. I know I did talk about sort of trying to hydrate all of these ridges, but I don't know that it's going to be possible without creating some more sort of massive reservoirs, and I don't really see the point. You know, I mean, it makes some nice sort of housing areas, but apart from that, it's not... I mean, we're not really doing anything with this yet. Yeah. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. Really does help the channel out. Comments down below and join us next time. Till then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And bye-bye.